Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamecha and I would be your examiner for this part of the test. This test would be recorded. What is your full name?
My name is Kapil Kumar Jham.
May I see your identification, please?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you. Okay. How may I address you?
You may address me by my first name as Kapil.
Okay, Kapil. What do you do?
Well, I look after my family business. It's a traditional sweet shop, and my father runs this business since 1977.
Where do you come from, Kapil?
Well, I come from a very small town. It's in the state of Haryana. It's in the northern part of the country.
Okay. Do you like the place where you come from?
Yes, of course, I really like the place because my friends and my family is there, and I have been brought up there since my childhood.
Okay. Few questions will be based on sunglasses. Do you have a pair of sunglasses?
Yes, I have many pairs of sunglasses, and I love to wear different sunglasses according to the dress.
Okay. How often you wear them?
Usually, I wear sunglasses when I go outside in the sun, and whenever I am on vacation or any tour, then I use my sunglasses.
Have you ever lost your sunglasses?
I don't remember if I have ever lost my sunglasses, but if I scratch my head, I think on the tour of Kerala, on the tour to Kerala, I lose one of my sunglasses.
Okay. Do people in your country wear sunglasses?
Yes, of course. I think people in every country wear sunglasses, and it's very useful whenever we are going out.
Okay. Few questions will be based on drinking water. Do you think we should drink a lot of water?
Yes, of course, as it is suggested by health professionals, and because drinking much lot of water helps us to build strong immune system and also reduce chances of diseases.
Okay. How often you drink water?
Well, I usually drink less water because it is not in my habit. But I try to drink as much as water I can. So I drink water after every 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. Do you drink bottled water or water from machines?
Well, most of the time I stay at my home or at my workplace. So I get machine water there.
Okay. Few questions will be based on being bored. What do you do when you feel bored?
Most of the time I sit back in my bed and relax and talk to my friends whenever I am getting bored. And apart from that, I use social media to escape from boredom.
What kind of things are boring to you?
Uh, Involving myself into the work which is not of my interest is the most boring thing for me, and apart from that, talking to the people whom I don't know much is also boring for me.
Okay. Do you think young people are more likely to get bored?
I don't think so. It actually depends on the one's perspective and interest of the person. If one person is working according to his interest, then there are very less chances to get bored. But if it's not of his interest, then there are very high chances of getting him bored.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of part 1. This is a cue card, and Kapil will be given 1 minute to plan your answer. You can use paper and pencil to make notes.
Thank you.
Okay, Kapil, you may start now.
Learning a new skill has become an integral part of personal growth and to survive in this fierce competitive world. So I would like to take this opportunity to talk about time management, which I learned few years back when I was moving to New Delhi. That was my first time when I was moving to some other city from my hometown to pursue my career. So at that time I enrolled myself in a training program, and before that training I was not very much punctual, and I was never on the time. So in the training program I learned that it is very important to be on time to learn anything in your life. So for that, my teacher, who was 70-year-old, he taught me how to be on time, and it was his first lesson to teach all of his students, because he believed that these are the basic pursuits that everybody should have to pursue a professional career in their life. So first of all, it was very difficult for me, because before that time every time I was goofing around and doing nothing, and after that, after his training, he helped me to how to be on time. So for that, he taught me to make to-do list, and in the morning I started wake up early, and making a to-do list for the day, and setting short-term goals for me. So by doing these things, these small efforts, I was able to learn that skill, and after few days I was able to be on time every time. So he made me punctual, and helped me a lot in that in learning that skill. After learning that skill, I realized that it had helped me to boost my endeavor, and to pursue and to achieve my goals very easily. So I think I owe a debt of gratitude to him for this help, and I will always be thankful to him to helping me in these times.
Okay, Kapil, do you think that time management is essential everywhere?
Yes, of course, it is very important part of our life, because whenever we are on time, it almost complete half of our work, because this is the first professional pursuit that everybody should have.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of part 2. It is time to ask some follow-up questions. Okay, what can children learn from their parents?
Parents have a very important role in the development of their children. Like, they teach them ground rules, some basic conventions, so that they can become they can have more moral ethics to live in the society.
Okay, what knowledge can children learn from the grandparents?
As I said, children can learn these things from the parents. So similarly, they can learn these ethics and moral values from the grandchildren or grandparents. Apart from that, they can teach them their life lessons, how they become successful, and how to always be courageous enough to achieve to chase their dream.
Okay, what other skill grandparents can teach to their grandchildren?
Pardon, ma'am?
What other skills grandparents can teach to their grandchildren?
There are many other things, like apart from moral ethics, they can teach them courageous stories, and they can teach them history and their experiences, by which they can be a better person.
What skill they can teach to their grandchildren?
There are many skills, which are not in trend these days, like sewing, handicrafts. These things can also be learned from the
Do you think these are beneficial for children?
Yes, of course. Learning new things is always beneficial, because it improves it helps to improve oneself, and learning these skills, which are almost endangered these days, can be a good thing for the new generation,
Okay.
because they can teach them as well.
What kind of help you think older people need?
There can be many assistance regarding the house chores, daily household work, regarding the medical treatments, doctor's appointments. So these are the things in which they need assistance of the youngsters.
Okay, some people hire professionals for providing help to their elders. What do you think about this?
I don't think I am the right one to comment on this, because it actually depends on the situation. If in this, especially in this busy world, everybody is busy doing their work. So many a time we have to hire professional for the help. So I think this is justified.
Okay, what skills can young people learn from older people?
Like I said, there are many skills. First of all, the moral ethics. Secondly, their experiences, their success stories, and apart from that, there are many other skills like handicrafts and sewing. These things can be learned from the grandparents.
Do you think elders can teach the importance of emergency to the youngsters?
Uh, yes, obviously, elder people know have more importance of time, and which is seen these days, that youngsters are not very much cared about these things, and don't have the punctuality in their pursuits. So these things older people can better teach to the young generation.
Okay. Okay. Do you think that young people should consult to the older people for their family matters?
Yes, I obviously believe that young people should always consult to the
Why?
to the older people, because they are experienced, and they have been through these situations many a time in their life, and they can teach them, suggest them, and help out them how to come out of that situation easily. So it will always be helpful, in my
Do
opinion.
you think that elders' advice is always useful?
Uh, well, it depends on the situation. Like, there are some situations in which they have experience of that situation, but there are some scenarios where which are related to current situations, which they have never experienced in their life. So it depends on the situation.
Okay. Thank you, Kapil. This is the end of the test.
Thank you,
so
ma'am.
much.